Tonight, we investigate the tremendous toll this year's COVID restrictions have had upon some of our most well-loved pantomime characters. Coming up.
I've been stuck at home with Grumpy.
I'll get you, my pretties, and your little vaccine too.
Join us as we take a serious look behind the scenes as they adjust to a new normal for this year's festivities.
'Tis the season to be jolly careful. Things would change if we all got more prayerful. Psst, hey kids, this is actually a pantomime. So we need your help. If you see someone creeping around behind someone else, please call out very loudly, "Look behind you!" Shout at your screens and then we'll know someone's there.
And if you disagree with a character, feel free to let them know by saying, "Oh, no, it's not," or
Oh, yes, it is.
Pantomime tradition is built on good argument skills. Don't let that tradition down.
And most important of all, every time you hear the word COVID or virus, please shout out, "Pooh!"
No, that's meant to be boo.
That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said.
Oh, yes, it is.
Come on, kids, back me up. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay, you were right. So remember, every time you hear the word COVID,
Boo!
or the word virus,
Boo!
or you shout,
Boo!
"Boo! Boo!
Boo!
Boo!" Welcome to the news. This has been a year that saw Puss in Boots stockpiling toilet roll and paracetamol.
While clever Dick Whittington ordered the same online.
A lad in Tesco's made headlines after stopping a princess from buying sanitary products.
And Mary, quite contrary, demanded to see the manager.
As it turned out, that was just a typo. She's actually a member of the Nativity cast and she was looking for the manger.
Oh. The news.
Over this year, many people have been asked to isolate with their families. Someone who has found this particularly challenging is Snow White, who has been stuck at home with Grumpy. Many women can identify with her situation.
It's difficult living with Grumpy because he has a short temper. He got me so flustered the other day that I called Bashful by the wrong name. He wasn't happy. I had to take all the dwarfs to the opticians. Turns out they're all short-sighted. Sleepy dozed off on my smartphone. He must have downloaded an app. But since then I can't get my phone to work. It's a Samsung. I don't trust apples.
Hey, Theobald, if you got a job as a security guard for Samsung, does that mean you're a guardian of the galaxy?
Oh, good grief. Well, I don't know much about jobs. Growing up, my mum and dad were in the iron and steel industry.
No.
My mum used to iron.
Oh.
Others have found different ways to deal with the ins and outs of lockdowns this year, like the Queen of Hearts.
During summer, I spent a lot of time in the garden. I have red roses, you know, though for some reason they smell of paint. The gardener couldn't explain the strange scent, so I ordered off with his head. I spent a lot of the first lockdown playing croquet with my courtiers, though there were less and less of them as the weeks rolled on. The knave said it was because nobody could keep their heads around me.
My name's Cinders, but some of my friends call me Ash. This year I've been cleaning mostly, and sewing. I never go out anyways, so nothing's changed for me really. Except my ugly sisters and evil stepmother are around the house a lot more than before. That sucks, which is a lot more than the vacuum cleaner does. So yes, I am looking forward to an end to the virus.
Boo! Boo!
Just before COVID.
Boo!
I did go out once. I went to a ball. It was a beautiful dance full of lights and joy. That seems a very long time ago now.
Red Riding Hood struggled to navigate the ever-changing rules.
Yay! I'm allowed to visit Grandma! I'm going to pack her a tasty basket of goodies. Oh no, back into lockdown.
Red's cousin Robin has a different take on life.
Some people have called me a criminal. But let me ask you, is it a crime to steal from the rich to feed the poor? Oh, it is? Ah, well, that's quite awkward, isn't it?
Now, let's check in on Sleeping Beauty. With travel restrictions in place, it can be harder for some than others. Alice has been waiting for a travel corridor to open up between the UK and Wonderland. What has she been doing to take her mind off the restrictions?
I've been making dance TikTok videos.
It will always be Christmas in my heart.
Even royalty have been affected by this strange year. Let's hear from Prince Charming.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, I'm ready when you are. Oh, just before we start, I just want to make sure that you get plenty of shots of my cuffs, the old cuffaroonies there. As you can probably see, these frilly fellas weren't cheap, so, want to get the old value for money there. And I think your viewers would love them, absolutely love them. Anyway, to go back to your question, I mean, yeah. For sure, it's been a totally difficult year, okay? My main work activities have become, literally impossible due to the old COVID restrictions. I don't know if you know, well, I assume you do, actually, because I'm quite famous. But I usually wake princesses with a kiss. Mwah, comme ça. But, of course, this is completely and literally against the law now. Although, honestly, walking up to random women and kissing them has always been a little bit dubious on the old legal front.
I am the fairy of the pantomime. On stage I speak in rhyme. But seriously, do I need to do that now? Do I? I haven't got the inclination all the time.
Some people have found that life during COVID has its positives. The Wicked Witch.
Oh yes, I love it. Nobody tries to hug me anymore and everybody looks miserable. As an evil villain, there isn't a much better outcome to hope for.
And the beauty called Belle.
I didn't mind the first lockdown. I just read more books. I love books. I love libraries. I really love reading. Staying home and seeing no one was truly easy for me. Until I ran out of books. Yes, really. I read them all. Oh wait. I think I found a new book. Oh, it's a big one. Thank goodness. This should keep me going for a while. What's it called? The Bible.
Is that Rapunzel?
Oh, no, it isn't.
I think it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is not.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh.
Hey, Theobald. Yesterday, I spotted an albino Dalmatian.
Well, I'm sure that's the least you could have done.
In other news, the Wicked Witch of the North took a train ride and lost her job,
while the silly man from the East took a car ride and lost the whole country's confidence in the government.
There have been reports that he also lost his marbles at Barnard Castle. However, these have not been verified.
As the year rolled on, we all realised things might have to change.
I live in a household of 8. The rule of 6 is very difficult for us. But Doc has gone to work in a hospital, so that took our numbers down to 7. Then we all agreed that Sneezy should live in the shed. He says it's allergies, but you just never know, do you?
I like to take a nice quiet time in the morning, a cup of hot chocolate, a long walk in the fresh air, and then I settle down by the fire with a good book. Oh, sorry, don't mind him. He's beastly in the mornings. Actually, I might go read him. He finds this book so soothing.
Like many people, during the first lockdown, I was furloughed. My merry men would Zoom call with me once a week and we would sing and make merry. But it wasn't the same. Poor little John got confused. He thought he'd been furrowed and went off to work for a farmer. We couldn't really work from home. We each had nothing, you see. We would need to break social distancing in order to approach the rich folk to take charitable donations from them.
I've always been partial to a little baking, but just lately I have been experimenting with tarts, pies and profiteroles. They are my favourite. I fill them with jam. They look like tiny little heads rolling around on the plate. I was thinking about applying for next year's Great British Bake Off, but I've heard that Mary Berry is no longer queen and that Prue Leith has replaced her. Well, is that right? We can't have that, can we? Off with her head.
Yeah, well, I can't go to work at the moment, and I can't work from home. I mean, this place, it's tiny, frankly. I think it's time Daddy got me a bigger place. I can barely house more than 10 guards in here at any one time. So anyway, I applied for the old furlough pay scheme, the old furlough Rooney, but they wouldn't accept my application, and they rudely suggested that I retrain as a computer programmer, or a boxer. I mean, a boxer. I mean, look at these cuffs. I'm not going to fight in these. I'm a poet, not a pugilist.
Inquiries have been made about a man who visited the optician over 10 years ago.
The man was asked to look inside of a big machine and to tell them what he could see.
He reported seeing closed pubs, people wearing masks, and people standing on the doorsteps clapping.
The optometrist told him he didn't need glasses, for in fact he had 20/20 vision.
That's a good one.
My job is to fix things. I bring a little magic and sparkle to the season. And that is possible in or out of lockdown. It stands to reason. The rhyming? Yes, I do it all the time. Habits are hard to break. So, I'll continue to talk in rhyme.
Alice's TikTok videos continued to be popular.
In local news today, a rumour has been spreading that a fairy tale princess knows a lot of dad jokes.
Oh, is it Rapunzel?
Dad.
That's fine. Cool.
Yay! I'm allowed to visit Grandma! I'm going to pack her a tasty basket of goodies.
As the leaves turned to gold and the weather turned cold, everybody realised that some restrictions may be here to stay.
Oh no, back into lockdown.
My merry men are merrier than they've ever been. Oh, what joy! I don't know what everyone's complaining about. The government have proved very helpful to us. They introduced face coverings, you see, and we suddenly realised that these afforded us a certain amount of anonymity. In actual fact, the second half of the year has been far more profitable for us than the first. Nobody can see our faces. They can't identify us in the lineup. The Sheriff of Nottingham has no idea who stole his casket of ale last week. Wearing face coverings when thieving turns out to be a genius move.
Yes, just like Dick Turpin.
Who? Dick Turnip?
You know, Dick Turpin, Britain's most famous highwayman.
I beg to differ. Who is this Turpin fellow? I challenge him to a contest. We'll soon see who Britain's most famous highwayman is. Can he even shoot arrows?
Well, he has a gun.
Can he make merry and charm maidens?
That's more Prince Charming's bag.
Then the prince must join our contest too. We'll soon see who is Britain's most lovable rogue.
I really love this book, and it's so much more than just a book. You know how I love a library? Well, this book is like an entire library in a single book. Yes, really. It's actually a collection of 66 different books. And there's all sorts of books in here. There's romance, war, poetry, monsters, ghost stories, and a beautiful love story woven throughout all the different books.
Hello, yes, I am Dick Turpin, highwayman of great renown. Indeed, you could call me a lovable rogue. I'd be happy to take part in your quaint contest. Who are my opponents? Merry Men and the Charmer? What is it, snakes? Slimy. It should be an easy win for me. Oh, excuse me, I must take that call.
One has been enjoying the Netflix and watching the boxed sets. My favourite, The Crown, of course. The knave doesn't enjoy it, and he was upset with my viewing choices. He said, it's me or the Netflix. I shall miss that young man. Off with his head.
Yeah, for sure. I would totally agree that I am a lovable rogue. Un rogue lavable. What's that? A contest? Is there prize money? I'm in.
Is that Rapunzel?
Oh, no, it isn't.
I think it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oi!
Oh, no, you're right.
According to new research, 6 out of 7 dwarves are not happy. Very interesting. Meanwhile, a fortune-telling dwarf has escaped from prison.
Reports say there's a small medium at large.
As Christmas loomed closer, everyone found a way to survive.
Robin of Sherwood? Huh. He sure won't win the contest, ladies and gentlemen. Dick Turpin? Dick, turn around and go back home because you won't win anything here. I mean, watch out, literally watch out, for I am the lovabiliest. Is that a word? Is that a word, Budgerigar? Who knows? But I think it should be. It should be. I am the lovabiliest rogue around. Okay? Okay.
The travel restrictions look to remain in place over all fairy tale lands for Christmas. Ah, it seems Alice decided Wonderland was worth the quarantine after all.
Now, a curious thing has started happening. People keep giving me money. I don't quite understand it. I simply stand in the woods and I demonstrate compliance with the latest government COVID guidelines. You know the ones, don't you? Yeah, hands. I go, hands, like this. I hold it out. And face. Yeah, I got to wear a face mask. And space, which I know is 2 meters, because that's exactly the distance to the end of my outstretched sword. And whenever I do this, people just drop their purses and run away. It's been a very profitable year for me.
Okay, Sneezy. All right. Talk to you later. The dwarfs have been on furlough. They've all been getting a little bored. Bashful says he's grumpy, and Happy says he's sleepy, which is just confusing to say the least. Dopey wondered about retraining as a plumber, but I think it's just a pipe dream. Sleepy has been diagnosed with long COVID, and Sneezy is still in the shed. And Doc keeps doing his bit for the NHS. We're all very proud of him. Except for Grumpy, who thinks that the 5G network started this pandemic. Don't ask.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here. Oh, except for last week. One of my sisters was involved in a freak kitchen accident and had her nose cut off. You might be wondering, how does she smell now? Pretty awful.
I'm dreaming of a bad Christmas with every COVID tear they add, where children don't listen and social distance or wear masks out in the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of a fright Christmas with every nasty spell I write, where the pubs are closing and children groaning 'cause Santa's grotto's a no-go. All together now. No? Nobody? Too soon?
Round 1. The rap contest. Really? Well, okay. I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. Oh, how embarrassing! You meant object rapping. I'm sorry. What does that mean? I need to wrap a victim in rope. No. I won't be doing that. No way. Well, because I'm not that sort of rogue. That's why. Disqualified? I'll disqualify you. Just you wait, you big, unimpressive cameraman. Come here. I'll show you, rogue. Prince Charming going rogue right here.
Hey, Sherbert, I've been wondering about something. If two vegans are having an argument, is it still called having a beef? Or is it a cornfrontation?
Doesn't corn have egg in it?
I don't know. I'm a meat eater.
Yes, but if corn has egg in it, then it doesn't work for the joke about vegans.
Yeah, you're confusing me with someone who cares.
Now you've got egg on your face.
You'll have egg on your face in a minute.
No, it was a joke.
The Lovable Rogues Contest Round 2. This is exciting. I've got a scroll. Don't get these very often in the forest, I must tell you. You get wet in the letterbox. Oh, here we go. Our second challenge reads, steal the most precious jewels you can find. The winner will present the most precious jewels to the judges by midnight. I know just where to find such a thing. Merry men, pass me my bow and arrow. I have a queen to be Robin. Hang on a minute. Social distancing. Put it down over there and I'll pick it up later.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh, it's cold out there.
Lockdown pyjamas are not for me. And please, somebody, arrest that Joe Wicks. Off with his head. I like to wear my jewels, whatever I'm doing. Even when I'm baking. Lovely, precious jewels. There is nothing I love more than these sparkly specimens. Look at them.
Hey, look behind you!
Look behind you!
Look behind
What's
you!
that?
Behind you!
Behind me? Surely not. Social distancing and all.
Look behind you!
You're not even trying!
Look behind you!
Right behind you!
Well, I shall look behind me. but only because you are making such a fuss. And if there is no one there, on your heads be it.
Ha ha!
Oh, off with his head!
The best thing about the COVID restrictions is that Christmas will be cancelled.
No.
What do you mean, no? It's perfect. No family parties or work dues, no candlelit carol services or choirs or carol singers in the streets, and best of all, no pantomimes. Thank you, virus. Christmas is well and truly cancelled.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, no, it
Oh,
isn't.
yes, it is.
It is not.
Please, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
No, it is.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
It's not.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, why do you keep saying that? Surely all the traditions are well and truly ruined. How can you still have Christmas?
Christmas can never be cancelled.
What? Not even by a pandemic? A virus?
Boo!
Not even because of COVID?
Boo! Boo! Boo!
You mean closing the churches and making pubs close early and making everyone too paranoid about being around each other has no effect on whether Christmas happens?
Christmas is more than parties and drinking and presents and carols. It is a time when light shines in the darkness.
Yes, I never could figure out how to get all those blasted light displays turned off.
Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, the light of the world, who gives life and joy everlasting to
Joy?
those who follow him.
You mean joy to the world?
Yes.
Are you telling me that no matter how bad it gets, no matter how isolated people are, Christmas still sings joy to the world? You mean, even if you're alone, you can experience the greatest gift of all? Oh, this is terrible news. I'm going to need reinforcements. Maybe I should call the Grinch.
Let me read you from this book of books. This was how the birth of Jesus Christ took place. His mother Mary was engaged to Joseph, but before they were married, she found out she was going to have a baby by the Holy Spirit. An angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Do not be afraid to take Mary to be your wife. She will have a son, and you will name him Jesus, because he will save people from their sins."
I can't help noticing that with pandemic fright, the people seem to have lost something. They need a bit of light. They walk around in masks all day and cannot give a hug. But light can bring a hope-filled sense, like hot chocolate in a mug. I shall send out some magical sparkle and lighten up their day. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Whether the days be filled with songs of love or even a silent night, have yourselves a happy Christmas. May your days be merry and bright.
How did Robin Hood get in the Queen's castle? In through the window. But seriously, does anyone know? Did he beat my Hall of Jewels?
Is that Rapunzel?
Oh, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no.
Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light for my path.
Sorry? What contest? Oh, yes, that foolish endeavour. Let the man in the three-cornered hat win it. Huh, or that foolish prince. I don't care any more. I've mended my ways. I've seen the light. Look, here it is. And the light has given me a new perspective. I'm not a lovable rogue, My roguish days are done. From this day forward, I shall be known as Robin in love.
The most surprising thing has happened. I, the Queen of Hearts, have become quite overcome with an emotion they tell me is not unlike love. Imagine, who knew I was capable of such a thing? If anyone had even suggested this was possible, I think I would have demanded, off with their head.
And in environmental news, there's been a fresh push by the environmental lobby to get us all to give up spray-on deodorants in the new year. Roll on 2021.
What's this? It's a light. I wonder who put it there. It's certainly not Grumpy, that's for sure. Gosh, light really can change an atmosphere, can't it? I think we've all become a little grumpy with the weight of all of our worry. We keep thinking we can't enjoy Christmas, but I should have realised we've been raising the bar too high. Grumpy always complains when I do that. We don't need to have a perfect Christmas, but we certainly should celebrate the season. The baby Jesus was born centuries ago. Nothing can change that. I think it's time we all lighten up. I'm going to throw a party for Doc, Dopey, Bashful, Sleepy, Sneezy, and Grumpy. Because they're just not happy.
The virus outside is frightful, but this light is so delightful. And since there's no place to go, let it glow, let it glow, let it glow.
I've won? After only 2 rounds? That's wonderful! I've been proven to be the most lovable rogue of them all. Hurrah! What do you mean? They were both disqualified. Surely not that Robin fellow. He did what? Gosh. I thought that was more, Prince Charming's bag. My girlfriend wanted a marriage just like a fairy tale. Fair enough, I said. I gave her a loaf of bread and left her alone in the forest. I really am a lovable rogue. Now, where's my prize?
When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but have the light of life.
I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me last time. I've just found this year very difficult. Very difficult. It's all been rather horrid, actually. I just can't seem to find my way. What's that? Is that for me? Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. It's a light. It's just what I needed. A light goes on. A light goes off. A light goes on. A light goes off. A light goes on. Ooh! I've just had a splendid idea. Ow! I've got wax all over my fingers now, boys and girls.
The bandit they call Robin came to the castle to steal my jewels. But all he actually stole was my heart. I think, for the first time in my life, I'm happy. How ironic that I, the Queen of Hearts, should lose my head over such a lovable rogue.
Yes, it's true. Love conquers all. I came to steal her jewels. She shouted, "Off with his head!" And I stopped, looked deeply into her eyes and said, simply, "You can have my head, because you have already stolen my heart." She swooned, of course. But seriously, she has reformed me. I no longer steal anything except kisses under the mistletoe from my Queen of Hearts.
Oh, this little light woke me. I just had the craziest dream. Everyone was wearing face masks and everything was shut. There were these bollards down Malmesbury High Street and the children...
It's all true.
What do you mean? This is why it is said, "Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you."
Yay! I'm allowed to visit Grandma! I'm going to go and see her immediately.
In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Oh, what a lovely light. It reminds me of days before COVID.
Boo! Boo!
This light reminds me of something. Whilst I cannot control a lot of things in my life, there's one thing I can do. I can let my little light shine and make every day better for the people around me. Yes, even for my not-so-lovely sisters.
Okay, hi there, hi guys, hi there, it's me, Prince Charming. Charmy to his pals are Rooney. You're my pal too, you can call me Charmy. Okay, enough of the frivolity, the festive frivolity. I've literally just made up a song like I said I would, and I've made it up all by myself, of course, obvs, with no help from anyone at all, apart from George Michael, and it goes a little something like this, okay. Last Christmas we had so much fun, but the very next year we can't see our chums. This year we're in the second tier, but we can still make it special. My pals log on and we all say hi. We social distance, but there's a good reason why. Hanging out online with the guys and the gals. I'm so very lucky to have wonderful pals. That's right, last Christmas we had so much fun, but the very next year we can't see our chums. This year we're in the second tier, but we can still make it special. Oh yeah. Well, thank you very much. Literally, have literally the best Christmas ever. Okay, guys? Okay? Comprendez-vous? Ciao.
So, a strange thing has happened. Last night, a light appeared on my doorstep, and I had the strangest thought. There seems to be no need for a pantomime villain any longer. The pandemic seems to have that wrapped up for Christmas, am I right? And now I've got nothing to do. So I think I might take up the government on their offer and retrain as a maths teacher or a doctor's receptionist. Actually, I think I might fit in quite well in Parliament.
The people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 folk on furlough, 11 COVID test kits, 10 million vaccines, 9 months in lockdown, 8 fabric face masks, 7 sanitizers, 6 people gathering, 5 toilet rolls, 4 misted specs, 3 tier system, 2 meter distance, and applause for the
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome. Have a truly happy Christmas, and God bless us, everyone.
Fear not. Behold, I bring you good news of a Messiah. Ye shall find the babe. By logging on, just go to the church website. We are, we're just social distancing, just, trying to take care of each other. Social distancing. Why are you still standing there? Grab a laptop, a phone, or a smart TV and celebrate the birth of Jesus. My Twitter feed's gonna blow up. I'm gonna go to my mom's house. She's got the fastest internet in town.
They say, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They say, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose.
I'm sorry about all the mess and cobwebs. I was going to film on a different background, but you see, I don't show up very well on green screen.
No Ebenezer, don't believe this. Y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag. Merry Christmas, everybody.